Yeah, man, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Highly I, Selassie I the First, Jah Rastafari. Yeah, man, I want to give thanks for everyone that's watching right now. And for those of you who's watching for the first time, allow me to introduce myself. I go by the name of PJ Cannon Jr. Most just call me PJ, to be honest with you. This is episode number 3 of Reasoning with the Rastapreneur. This is a weekly web series where I've decided to share my knowledge, skill, experience, my testimony, if you will, on my journey road to being the Rastapreneur, which a Rastapreneur, to clear it up, is just anybody with a positive, peaceful, loving mindset that believes in building their own business more than they believe in building somebody else's. So there's a lot of you out there that are Rastapreneurs by heart. You just haven't took that leap, and hopefully something that I say will inspire you, motivate you to go ahead on that journey. So with that being said, again, for those who's tuning in for the first time, every episode is named after a Bob Marley song. Why? Because Bob Marley means so much to me. Bob Marley has changed my life, and Bob Marley is about peace, love, and uniting all mankind. Yeah, man. So with that being said, first week was Wake Up and Live. Second week was Lively Up Yourself. This week, we're talking about branding, and the name of it is Roots. Yeah. So the importance of talking about branding, why we called it the Roots, is because it is the first impression of your company, product, service, your brand to the world. So it's like the foundation of what it is. And so, again, if you're talking about the roots, the root is inside the soil. And so we're talking about planting great soil for your product because, again, marketing, just look at marketing as the seed. If you don't have proper soil, no matter how great the seed is, it won't allow the plant to grow at its full potential and to harvest, and more so sustainably, right? Because when we're growing a business, we're talking about trying to have sustainable living. You want it to keep producing, harvesting, producing fruit over and over and over and over. How do we do that? Or even how do we have a chance of doing that? We make sure we're starting with a solid foundation. And so with that being said, it's like for me, I learned the stuff that I'm kind of giving you now. I learned the hard way. Well, I wouldn't say the hard way, but I just learned on my own. I learned by paying for seminars where CEOs speaking to us and really giving us limited information, you know. But again, me being a seeker of knowledge, I just did everything I could to seek knowledge. I went on Google and YouTube, which is even more information is readily available to us now in 2016 than it was in 2009. So with that being said, it's like people come to me and say, oh, how could you help me blow up my social media? You consider, you know, I don't know. For one, let's not say social media guru or expert. Please don't use that word with me because I don't even believe there's no such thing. I believe there's people that are well versed in what they've been able to learn from just like this decade, this 10-year period that everything's been digital. Because again, when I started in 2009, I was like out of my mind. What I'm talking, a website with digital distribution. It's like, what is it? You're out of your brain. So with that being said, that's how I learned. But we're getting back to the soil of branding. And so what branding is basically how you want the world, again, to see or to visualize your product. So why I'm doing this is because for us at Rastafari Jam, we're a reggae radio station. We wanted a Rastafari network. So we wanted that to be prominent. And the lion stands, the Lion of Judah, if you know about Rastafari. But even if you don't know about Rastafari, the lion resonates as the king, powerful, strength. You know, and actually what you learn about lions is unity because they travel together. So it's a powerful statement being made in the branding of Rastafari Jam. So with that being said, you want to think of the same thing. Like first, find something that you're passionate about, something that you something that you love, passionate about, and something that you do well. So when you start, I would say start there. Say to myself, some of you might already be at a point where you know what your brand is and what it is you're trying to market. But I'm speaking for those who, like, man, if I want to start today, where can I start? Where can you start? By saying, what do I love? What am I passionate about? And what do I do well? What am I best at, if you will, you know? And take that. That'll give you an idea of what you want to do. And then you go to Google and YouTube, as I said, and do research and see, is there a demand for it? Is people talking about it? See if there's any competition in that lane. And even if there is competition, I wouldn't say let it detour you, because, again, branding is everything. If you brand yourself and then market yourself as the expert in that field, I mean, in today's time, as long as you keep giving people relevant content that's based on that field that you in, before time, with your consistency, your persistence, and your realness. Again, be honest with who you are. And that's the great thing about branding today. Like, you used to have to be fake because you had to be conformed into what society says. Now you can brand yourself for who you are, live who you are, and just say, this is me. And I guarantee you will find a community of people that feel the same way. But again, the branding has to match up. And so in saying in branding, another thing I want to talk about is that you want to make sure in branding that you have all of your social set up, at least the top: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And when I say Facebook, some say, oh man, I got a personal page. Well, you post everything about your personal self. Create a fan page. It only takes a couple seconds, and I didn't say a couple seconds, but it takes 10 minutes out of your day to start creating something for your brand in terms of branding yourself. So again, let me go back. We want Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, a YouTube, a LinkedIn. I use Google Plus. Some say it's not relevant. I still see the relevancy in it. But those, at least those to start with. And then when you're saying on YouTube, make sure your YouTube has, it says edit links, or it allows you to put your links. So make sure you have all your social links. And if you have a website, when people go to your website, make sure they see all your social links available. You want to brand yourself and keep making people keep remembering the name. And also with those social links, make sure they all kind of match up. Like for us, everything is Rastafari Jam. Rastafari Jam across every platform, right? I see some people, like, the name of the company is the Cooking Chefs, and one the Instagram is the Cooking Chef, and then the Twitter is Chef Boy. Like, make sure it's consistent. That's what I say. Make sure your branding is consistent across all the platforms. That is very, very, very helpful. I'm giving you something that leads it to the next episode, which will be like social media tips. I'll give you some social media marketing tips. And actually, I'm going to lead to that social media. If you have not already, make sure you go right now. Follow this dude called Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm sorry, Gary V, if you actually end up watching this. I didn't mean to mess up your name. But Gary V on all the other socials. This dude is dropping knowledge. Remember what I told you I had to pay for them CEOs? Well, he's giving it away for free right now. He's actually got a book called Ask Gary V. If you haven't got it, it's $20 that will change your life in terms of you trying to get in this digital age. I mean it seriously, seriously, seriously. And I'm going to take something from Gary V. He always get comments from the people that's watching. So I want you guys below to leave your comments. If it's something you want me to talk about, if it's something you want to ask, make sure you leave your comments below. If you want to get up with me, follow me socially. It is the Rastapreneur on all socials, and Snapchat is the Rastafari Jam stuff. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love, and unity to everybody. Again, next week we're going to talk about social media. Follow my man Gary V right now. Gary V, me and you going to be hollering real soon. Peace, love, and unity, y'all.